Blog Talk Radio.
Shout out to Ruby Weldon Gasson, Dr. Sandy Hill, James Gasson, Stacy, Jennifer, Jason, to my niece and to my nephew. You can follow me on Twitter at RCW112. Email me at RCW112@yahoo.com or WeldonR112@gmail.com. Once again, you can email me at RCW112@yahoo.com or WeldonR112@gmail.com. If you have any feedback or anything you would like to say, please email me email in your response, comments, or whatever. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Please call me at 646-915-9934 to be a guest calling or make comments. You can call me at 646-915-9934. I would like to say a happy birthday to my grandmother, Nikki, Lysandra, and Adria. I love my grandmama, and I'm so blessed that she's still living. She was always fun to talk to, and I would not know what to do if something happened to her. To Deaconess Martha Brown, you will always be loved, a true saint, a hardworking in the house of God. There are so many words I could say. I wish you or family the best in this sad hour. Everyone keep your head up. There is a lot to cover in a little bit of time, so please, everyone, buck up and enjoy Food for the Soul. Food for the Soul menu, oyster and spinach chowder, baked asparagus with balsamic butter sauce, dessert, strawberry whipped cream, sensation, and drink mimosa. That's orange juice and champagne. A little health tip to start the show. South Carolina obesity. South Carolina was ranked 8th most obese state in America with an obese rate of 30.9%. 15 years ago, it was also ranked the 8th most obese state with an overall rate of 16.6 obesity rate. There is a total of 66.4% of the population in danger of increased risk or life-threatening heart conditions. .3% obese rate among blacks, 38.2% among Latinos, 27.4% amongst whites. This overweight issue will increase obesity, will lead to high blood pressure problems and diabetes. High blood pressure has risen to 31.5%, and diabetes 10.4%. Y'all, that's dangerous. The state of South Carolina is rated number 8 with high obesity. That's high. I hate to see who's number 1, but we're number 8. That's not that far from number 1. So people that listen in and check into the show, if you know, I know a lot of people have high blood pressure, sugar diabetes. We got to fight this. We got to get our state down, y'all. 8 out of 50, that's high. But we also rank low in education. This is Black History Month, and this show is about a change of thought or idea or concept about life living. We have to do something with our diet plan. We have to cut out sodas, anything that's high in corn syrup. We have to cut our portions in half. Oh, yeah, I forgot to do food for the soul thoughts for today. When you know better, you do better. Nothing happens overnight. That's food for the soul thought. Now, back to what I was saying about being number 8. Y'all, number 8, that's high. Again, that's really high. Yo, this summer, this spring, when the weather get a little bit warmer, we're going to have to hit the streets and start walking, working out, riding bicycles, get away from the video games, the Xbox, the Wii, the whatever. Y'all, we got to do something, people. We got to train up our kids to get away from the snacks and the cookies and the junk food. I mean, I know it tastes good. I ain't gonna lie, it really does. I like potato chips myself, but get a smaller bag. Don't get the biggest bag you can buy and eat it all at one time. I know I used to be guilty of that too. Yo, my people, we want to live a long life. My grandmother's 84 years old. I want to see more people live to be 84 years old. It's a blessing. Because you never know when death's going to come knocking at your door. But we don't want to be, because we overate. We ate ourselves to death. So ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, we all have to fight this together. We got to get our state way down to like number 48, 49, 50. We got to get from the top 10 to the bottom. If you have anything you want to say about this, and if you're sharp, once again, you can hit me up on 646-915-9934. And please, people, get your blood pressure checked at those quarter machines or get it checked at the doctor's office. Find out what your glucose level is. You might be a diabetic and not even know it until it's too late. Please, people, take your health into accord and be on top of this thing. We're number 8. That's no joke. We also know that February the 14th is this Friday, and I got some foods that put a little spark back into your bedroom, laughing out loud. Foods that will help you and your loved one, you know, get things going. Hey, I'm being for real. You don't always got to take Viagra or Cialis. You might if you're old. I'm just saying, this is for the lovers. Oysters is number 1 on the chart. Next week, believe it or not, avocados. It's good for your heart and your arteries. Keep your heart beating strong. Keep blood flowing in all the right places. Next, We have almonds. Yep, almonds. We also have asparagus. Another one of my sexy foods. Almonds are nutrition dense and rich in several trace minerals that are important for sexual health and reproduction. This is one of my favorite fruits besides pineapples. Strawberries. This time of year, it might be a little pricey, but I'm trying to tell you, get some fresh strawberries, some chocolate syrup, some whipped cream. Mm. Next on the list, for some protein, some salmon and some herrings. Yeah, we know herring's kind of salty, but hey, I love that salmon though. There's nothing like fresh grilled salmon. Okay, for those that are vegetarian or like a lot of green in their diet, we have arugula. It has been an arousal aid since the first of the century. Figs. I remember back in the day, I used to love figs at my grandma's house. Man, those things used to be so good. Figs also help in that area. Next, we have citrus, baby, like grapefruit or oranges. I'm just trying to tell you, nothing like fresh fruit. Watermelon, cocoa, chocolate, pumpkin seeds, celery, chilies, garlics. Hey, I'm trying to tell you something to spice up your love life for the 14th Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? With love in the air, with women and girls getting cards and flowers, and some men too. Songs that I love for some joints that I love. Some of my favorite jams. Lenny Williams, girl, you know I love you. The new hot one, Drunk in Love, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Fellas, all my fellas, if you buy the right candy box and the right flowers and get the right card and get the right poetry going, you can be singing this song. I'll be stroking. Yeah, I know I'm off the chain today, but hey, it's my show and I'm allowed to do that. The next one on my jam list, you ain't did a doggone thing until you stand up in it. Yeah, I love that song. That's an old song from back in the day. That's a throwback song, which I got coming up. My man R. Kelly, 12 play. If you don't know what to do, get you some 12 play and play 1 through 12. Next on the list, I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly breathe. SWV. Joint from the 90s, y'all. Then we gonna go with some Key Sweat. Love that Key Sweat. There you go, telling me no again. Heaven no. I've been searching all my life. All right, let me stop playing, y'all. Girl, you made me say, my. Take off your red dress. Kick off your high heels. Yo, I like Valentine's Day. But fellas, I'm going to be real. If you wait till Friday, go to the store. You ain't going to find one piece of candy. Not nail piece. You might find that one box, and Lord Jesus, it's gonna cost you. So for those fellas that are ahead of the game and already got their candy, and you know they don't order Pro flowers, you know, what's the thing? The fruit thing? Fruit to go or whatever edible arrangements. Man, them fruits are high. Good God, where did they get their fruit from? Jesus. They're talking like $45, $60 for some pineapples and some strawberries. I mean, we know strawberries are good for setting the mood, but good God, can we get some cheaper strawberries? I'm just saying, can we go to Walmart or something and hit them up? For the thug love, we got Tupac. You a big fine woman once you back that thing up. Yeah, it's your boy, and I'm back again. Like I say, I've been really blessed in my life to still have a grandmother that's living to be 84 years old. And her birthday is in Black History Month, so she know a lot of history through the times when black people and white people were not allowed to drink from the same water fountain, segregation in the South. According to history, I think my great-grandmama was a slave for a brief period in time. Claudia Addison, I'm not sure, but I think that's what somebody told me. So don't hold that against me if I get it wrong. So she know a lot of the family history, a lot of people that have been here but no longer here that passed away. That's why I love going to her house, talk about how she grew up in the fields, cotton, tobacco, cash crops that used to keep the South going back in the day, years ago. I mean, people, if you still got grandparents that are living, older grandparents, I'm not talking about if your grandmama 30, that really don't really count. I'm saying 55 and plus. If you got grandparents 55 and plus, y'all, they've been through some things. Take time out with your grandparents and find out what they went through. Get some life lessons. It can help you along the way. Don't tell them, man, I ain't got time for that. Man, I got to live my life. I got to get it how I get it. Man, no. Sit down with your older people and get some life lessons and some life skills. If you got grandfathers, they can tell you how to work on some cars. Boys, they can tell you how to be a good husband, how to be a good man. Don't ever push your old people aside and say, I ain't got time for them. Dude, you need to take time with them and learn about what your people went through and how bad it was back then. It's still rough now, but you get the first-hand knowledge of the older people, that older generation. They can tell you how when women used to be women and men used to be men and what it would take to be a good man. They will tell you this stuff. Don't walk around and take it for granted now. I'm telling you. Don't take old people wisdom and knowledge because they done been there. You ain't been there yet. They can tell you how to avoid some of the struggles they went through if you would just take the time out and listen. I know you got texting and Facebook on your mind. Sometimes get past that. Get past your video games. Learn something about your family history. Learn where your people came from, the struggle. Why do you appreciate you getting a college degree or a high school diploma, something they don't have? Because my grandmama never went to college, but she got life lessons that I never have. Dude, I'm only 39 years old. She 84. She done beat me 3 times already. I'm still trying to catch up. Well, technically twice, if you do the math right. She done been here twice as long as me. She's a great-great-grandmama. Her grandkids got grandkids. So even though I got a college education and I know some of the technology stuff, her life living and her life wisdom is what I go to every week when I go see her because She didn't tell me some things about life and how to be a better person and how to take care of a house and how to live right. Because believe it or not, people, the older people know some stuff that can help you along the way if you take the time out and listen and learn. I know I was playing earlier, was singing the songs and all that, and I don't talk about obesity, and I don't talk about heart issues, and I don't talk about all that stuff. We need to do better with that. But people, take time out with your grandparents. Don't push them aside. Respect them. Don't cuss at them. Don't hit them. I know some people, they get angry because they're telling you the truth. They tell you the truth because they love your sorry behind. Somebody got to tell you the truth, or you want to end up when you get messed up in the game. So please, don't be disrespectful. Say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. I know I don't want to sound like I'm talking to, give your people respect. They deserve it. They don't put their time in for it. Don't push them aside or cut them off in line. Talking about they don't live their life. I got to live my life. If you keep on going, your life ain't going to be as long as their life. It's going to be cut off. Cut off. Real talk. You gotta pay your dues. They don't pay their dues. That's why they deserve their respect. They done been in the Vietnam War. They done been in all these wars. We ain't been there yet. So please, stop being childish. Grow some thought about you. Grow some integrity. Get a mindset that I'm going to learn from my past so it can prepare me for my future. Like I said, food for the soul is what it is. Food for the soul. Food for thought. Food for change. Change your mindset. Change the things that you used to do wrong to do them right. You only got a short time on this world to make something count. You're only here for a short while before your time is up. So what do you want to do? Keep doing the same thing over and over? Getting high, hanging with the boys, or girls hanging with the girls, fighting, carrying on, cutting up. You want to spend all your life doing that? After a while, your 20s be going. You'll be in your 30s. So if you wasted your 20s doing nothing, what are you going to do in your 30s? You only got 10 years to get to the next decade. You 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. You know what I'm saying? So you got 10 years between each decade to get it together. You do not want to keep making the same mistake over and over and over again, because you're going to keep going through the same things in life until you get it right. So why not get it right the first time? Listen to somebody that done been there and done did that. They can tell you how to do it right the first time. You don't want to do it 3 and 4 times down the road. You know how time-consuming that is to do something wrong 3 and 4 times in your life? You could have been wasting your time doing something else. So take time out and get some life instructions. Learn something that you never knew before. Because the older people, they done been through some stuff. They done got their own house. You trying to get a house. They done got a family. They done raised a family. They done dealt with sickness. You ain't deaf. Anything you can imagine, the older people done dealt with it and been through it and done experienced it firsthand. I remember back in the day, the older women used to take time with the younger women and teach them how to do the right thing and how to be what they need to be. They don't do that no more. People don't want to hear that no more about what they're doing wrong. They just want to do what they want to do. And they say, don't judge me. That's the thing, don't judge me. That's the thing, don't judge me. Why not judge you? If you're doing something crazy, you should be judged. Things ain't getting no better, y'all. It's getting bad. Obesity is high. High school dropouts is high. Yeah, I know this show's about love, but it's also about more than love. This show's based on more than just one thing. And I try to cover a lot of areas in one segment because I do the show every Monday at 5 o'clock because I want you to change your thought process and be better than I am from learning from my mistakes that I did wrong in my life. So please, people, if you got any comments or statements or any feedback, email me at rcw112@yahoo.com. Once again, that's rcw112@yahoo.com. Once again, rcw112@yahoo.com or weldon112@gmail.com. weldonr112@gmail.com. That's weldonr112@gmail.com. If you want to be a guest calling or you want to be want to have something to say live on the show, you please do so. Call me at 646-915-9934. Once again, 646-915-9934. I know in a couple of days it's going to be Valentine's Day, and you're going to spend that time with your the person that you love or care about. You want to get them flower and candies and, cards or whatever that you do. Ain't nothing wrong with showing emotion because we're supposed to be in a relationship with somebody. We were designed to be in relationships, but we also got to make sure they're healthy relationships. Love doesn't hurt. Love does not lead to black eyes or getting cussed out or low self-esteem or being dogged out. That's not love. So if you're in a bad relationship, you need to leave that alone. You got to love yourself first. That's a true relationship, loving yourself first. Now, I'm going to talk about the high obesity. We got to do something about that too. We got to beat that down. And once again, foods that are going to help you out over the weekend, some avocados, some oysters, some strawberries, some salmon, some arugula, some figs, some citrus, some chocolate, some chilies, some celery. I'm just trying to help a brother out or whoever out. I want you to enjoy this Valentine Day. Have a good time. Do what you make it do. But please, it's not about that. It's about that emotional connection, that bond. And once again, to the Brown family, I'm sorry for your loss and your bereavement hour. Deaconess Martha Brown was a true saint. She was a hard worker. I learned a lot from her because she used to be my mama, Deaconess, for many years. The only thing we can do is help each other out in these times and hold each other up because you never know when it's going to be your time. We got to show love, y'all. It's all about love. And once again, thank God for having a grandmama that's living. Love you, Grandma. To all my family, love y'all. To all my fans out there, love y'all too. Remember, food for the soul is always not about what you can get from people, but what you can also do for them. Sometimes giving somebody a comment or saying great job will mean a lot to them. You never know what a person is going through. We have to build each other up and not tear each other down. Like I say, y'all, food for the soul is about change for the positive and not the negative. So I hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope everyone will have a great upcoming week. And please remember, keep love in your heart because love will break every chain.